I don't want to look over and have a bunch of dick pics like fucking circulating on my shit.
Yeah, no, I understand.
All right. Sign in the chat. Give me the chat. Yeah. There you go. We're live.
Okay, we're live.
That is one of the best freaking theme songs to a TV show ever.
All right. Ooh, I had to mute. I was like, wait, you're going through my computer?
Oh, yeah. You got to be careful.
Holy crap. Okay, now I'm good.
Come on, sign me in the chat. Cannot open. Gotta go into this way. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, if I want to respond to it, I gotta go into YouTube. But anyway, holy shit, dude. 6 minutes, 6:58. 2 minutes till we're live. 2 minutes till we're live.
2 minutes to live. 2 minutes to live.
So I think this is the way that we're gonna have to do our recaps during season, man.
Yes.
And we're gonna have to put out like, yo, dude, send us your photos and stuff so that we can like be on there.
Oh yeah.
You can be featured on the Renaissance Rascals live shows every week. What is it? June 14th through, well, I don't know. We'll figure out the dates. I got food showing up here in a minute. So I may disappear for a quick little run up the stairs because...
Oh, you're going to leave me all by myself?
Well, you can handle it. You're a big boy.
All right, I guess so.
I mean, dude, it's Red Robin. What do you want?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I understand.
I'm going to have a burger. Let's sit here and eat a burger and talk shit to people. It's what we do.
It is kind of what we do.
We got 2 viewers. I think one of them is me.
I'm pretty sure one of them is me.
Oh my God, we're watching ourselves.
Right.
Actually, it shouldn't be me because I'm in the chat. Huh. Anyway. Holy shit, dude.
Anyway.
7 o'clock. Here we go.
It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
I'm Rob.
I'm Keith.
And we're the Renaissance Rascals. Thanks for joining us once again for our live show. This is March.
It is March.
It is so exciting. We've got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about.
We do. I mean, it's there's a lot going on this month. And it's not over yet.
No, it's just starting. That's the crazy thing. Well, for us, it's just starting.
Yes, I think this is like the first step towards the craziness that is about to become our summer.
Yeah. It's called practice. Hello.
It's totally practice, dude.
It's the rehearsal to the rehearsal.
Correct.
It's like a staff meeting to the staff meeting.
Right. We're going to have a meeting to discuss our future meetings.
But before we do anything else, I do want to take a minute, just a quick second, if you will, to pause for the cause for our sponsor for today. This one, it kind of hits home because just not even a month ago, man, we were talking, we were doing our live show back in February, and actually we were talking with Artie, and we were hyping him up, and shortly thereafter, Artie passed away, which sucks because now I gotta find another magician that I can mess around with. But our sponsor for today, actually, this is the Renaissance Rascals asking you guys for your help. We need you to go on to the GoFundMe. I'm going to toss the link up there so that you guys can put that. It's going to be inside of the YouTube chat. Do me a favor. I don't care if you donate $1 or if you did donate 100. Do me a favor. Just donate for us, please, because we're trying to help send our friend home. His best friend, Chad, is going to be making that drive down there, and they're trying to get everything in order. So do us a favor, please. If you haven't donated, do so. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be mentioning that throughout the show today because this is kind of like Artie's telethon. I mean, it kind of sucks that he's not, he's not able to participate in this silliness, but we'll do the silly for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it was. I think it was a shock to everybody. That's
I
just
couldn't
like,
believe it when you called me.
you're like here, and then he wasn't. It was like, holy crap! We just talked to him the week previous. So,
like that Thursday.
Yeah, so for that to kind of go down the way that it did was super weird.
But there's some really cool things that are going on. I think we were talking about trying to put something together to get something put together for him at the festival.
Yes. I don't know where that is in the process, but I do know that it was it was being planned. So
yes,
some sort of memorial for him.
Dude, I would be so happy. I would donate a bench, like in all honesty.
Yeah, it was kind of. I proposed the idea of doing a memorial right there at the fountain where he performed.
Right.
Because that was his spot. You know, so I think putting it somewhere else would be weird. But right where he performed, I think would be great because that's where everybody went to go see him. So
you can actually see it in the background. You can see the fountain actually. I got the screen scrolling there. You can see his spot, and I'll tell you, man, that was I used to like. I loved walking down there and just kind of chatting with him. Artie was a great guy. Artie was a really dude. Cool dude, and that was his first year on cast, and a lot of folks were just kind of impressed with him, the way that he performs, and the kids loved him.
He had some big plans for this upcoming year. So it was I think he was trying to actually get onto a stage.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do recall him saying that was his thing because I remember we were talking about it last year and he says, this is cool and all, but I need to be on a stage. And I said, that'd be cool. And that was about the end of that conversation because it was just, I don't know, man. I was a rookie. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah. Right.
But do us a favor, folks. If you haven't donated yet, please, I beseech you to send as much as you possibly can. I know things are tight for most people, but we just ask that you help send Artie home.
Yeah, I mean, $5, would anything helps. Just to get our guy, back home to Texas.
So, I will say, and this is a really weird portion to transition because while we do want to give our props to Artie, and the thing that he loved was performing. So let's talk about how you can follow in his footsteps and perform with greats like Keith and me. It's just a little bit egotistical, just a little.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, as we go through, guys, I've got the GoFundMe link is up there. It's not really a link. It's just kind of showing you where to go. Feel free to pop on there. I also put it down inside of the You're such a dork. Inside the chat. Go ahead and put your comments in there. We're going to be taking your request for conversation. We don't plan. We don't. I don't know. I don't ever say that I'm all knowing. I mean, I know a couple of things, and
we know some stuff.
Dude, I make it work.
Yeah,
just a little bit that I know.
Right. We just kind of roll with the punches.
But we're talking about auditions. General auditions. The announcement has been made. Our casting director posted this out there. It's on the Colorado Renaissance Fair page. You can also find it on Colorado Ren Fair Friends or on the Renaissance Rascals. If you're following us, if you aren't, shame on you. How did you get here in the first place? Who let you in?
I know, right?
But auditions. Make sure there's an email that's on there. I didn't feel comfortable putting the email up on our YouTube page. I didn't ask him, so I didn't want to just kind of throw it out there.
No, but no. If you go onto our page, or especially the Colorado Renaissance.com, if you go onto their page, it's there. So
yeah. General auditions. This is for street actors like what Keith and I do. Those auditions are going to be Saturday, April 6th and
Sunday, April 7th.
Yes. Now, if you're musically inclined, which Keith and I kind of are, but not really.
Kind of are.
He's a drummer. He beats on things.
I have my moments.
I'm a crooner. Sometimes I can sing and carry a tune. I just don't know where I'm carrying it to.
Yeah, sometimes.
But musical auditions are going to be held on Saturday, April 13th. Those dates and times may change, or they may add more onto it. So make sure you're tuning in to the Renaissance Rascals and follow our page because, hey, sometimes we say some really cool things.
We've had our moments.
Speaking of cool things, we were talking about this last time. Well, actually, we were talking about this a couple of episodes. Auditions. You got to do some things, guys. One. If you're going, I don't know. I think on the musician's side, I don't know if they have to do the comedic monologue. I never got a straight answer.
I don't believe they probably do. That's not really part of their thing. If you go on, you can obviously find that email and ask Eric. What their stuff is, but I think theirs is mostly just musically inclined.
Yes, which means if you're a musician, then you should be prepared to a musician or a singer. Sorry, Kelly.
Wow,
sorry,
dude.
sorry. Thousands of apologies. 2 to 3 minute period piece. And if you have any worries or want some help trying to figure out what that looks like or sounds like, there's a playlist that is on our Facebook page that'll take. There's a link. It'll take you to our my Spotify that has a pretty decent list.
So funny story about that. So now in my shop on Fridays, I have instituted Fair Friday.
Oh God!
So everything is fair related. So your Spotify playlist plays every day, all day on Fridays.
There you go.
There we go.
In my office, that playlist is going every day, except for Thursdays and Sundays because I'm not there.
Right. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind doing it all day every day, but I got customers to think about this.
I do too, and I tell them don't mind the Renaissance music, and then they're like, "Oh, was that what you're listening to?" Like, yeah. I got to commit these songs to memory. I mean, I've only had a freaking year to do it.
It's coming up quicker than you think.
Oh my God! Thank God I have Barnabas.
Right. The Book of Barnabas shall be our saving. What is that? Our lifeline.
Our lifeline. Our shield. Our
yes. Our phone friend.
Our source of entertainment. Now, I will tell you guys.
This is going to get us in trouble.
The Book of Barnabas is going to save us from being in trouble.
I doubt it. It's just going to add to our trouble.
Whatever. So the auditions when it comes to your 1 minute comedic monologue, guys, I will tell you, subtlety will take you miles farther than the slapstick.
Yes.
Work on trying to accentuate a point. and keep a central theme. Now, one of the things that I like to do, and it doesn't matter if I'm doing it through my daily work that I do as a purchaser, or if I'm building an advertisement for somebody, or I'm doing a monologue, I like to do a tie back. So if I start something off with a thought, I like to tie it back at the very end, because it just kind of encapsulates the nugget of information. You don't have to do that. You can look at, there's a bunch of different places out there. Just Google comedic monologue.
Right.
And you can figure it out. I will tell you that 9 out of 10 times, it's better if you come up with your own versus trying to memorize somebody else's.
Unless it's really good, then I go with somebody else's.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to be really good, like really good.
That's true.
If you're gonna, if you're gonna do the Monty Python sketch, then you have got to get it on point.
Right.
And Blazing Saddles is right out. Don't.
Oh yeah, I would
steer away from that.
Yeah.
Although it is a great one. When I did my audition, mine was I wrote a piece about a pirate captain who was taking up a brand new hobby, and he was knitting. Knitting was his thing. So I went in and I delivered my piece as the captain who has figured out a way to knit. And one of the twists inside of the monologue was that we were set upon by Spanish conquistadors, and they surrendered because what craziness would be from a pirate standing on the bow of the ship knitting in a storm as cannon fire is going off around him.
Right.
And he's just cackling like a maniac. Knit one, purl two, knit one, purl two.
Dude.
What? It was a good bit. And then be ready for some improv.
How did you get hired?
I knew a guy.
Oh,
okay. They felt bad for you, and they were like, "Well, this chump looks like he'll keep Keith company."
Yeah.
I hope you're watching Facebook, because I'm not. I've got eyes on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm watching Facebook.
Okay, and that'll do, pig. That'll do. So that's auditions. Now, one of the things that we had talked about before in a previous episode is make sure that, it's good to have an idea for a character, but don't be married to it. Like, don't be ravenous. Like, this is the only one that I'm going to play, because that's how you can avoid getting parts that way.
Yeah, I've told a few people in the past, couple weeks, is be open to, have an idea of what character you want to do.
Yes.
But be open to what the casting director may throw at you, because he may have an idea of what he wants you to do. And if you're dead set on doing your character, I don't want to speak for him, but there's a good chance you may not be uncast.
Yeah, and there's lots of roles that can be filled.
It's pretty open, and I think he gives most people the latitude to do what they want to do, yeah. But there are specific roles that need to be filled, and so I think, like I said, I don't know this because I'm not privy to that information, but I think he fills the roles that are needed to be filled first, and then the excess roles after that. So I would, like I said, be open. You may go, I want to be this character, and then he says, well, I would like you to do this. And at first you may go, I don't know about that. But then when you get into it, you're breathing life into a brand new character. You have, the creative control to kind of do it your own way. So I be open. That's my biggest piece of advice. Going with an open mind.
I'm going to go ahead and say it because you didn't say it yet. I'm going to steal your thunder. And be open to being a baroness.
I was getting there.
I'm just going to beat you to the punch.
I was getting there.
We are in need of a Baroness of Umbracinia.
So just saying, if you ever thought about being a Baroness at the Colorado Renaissance Festival 2024 season, please send us a resume at renaissancerascals@gmail.com. And we'll get it figured out.
A headshot, because we are entertainers. We do want to see if you have you in costumes, even better.
Yeah, sign up to be to audition and tell them you would like to be the Baroness of Umbracinia.
You're forgetting a piece here.
No, I am not, because
yes, you are.
No.
That
has nothing to do with the audition process.
Okay,
to be fully accepted into the clan here.
Okay.
You got to be able to make a mean spaghetti.
Or lasagna. We will accept a lasagna.
I totally would accept lasagna.
I know you would. Lasagna is one of my favorite freaking things in the world, man. You'll take it and like it, sir.
I am not going to turn down lasagna.
Right?
Anyway.
Right. So when you're getting ready for your auditions, in all seriousness, make sure that you are limber yourself up. I mean, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you have never auditioned professionally for a theater production or a part where, a job where you actually are designed to take a different personage about yourself. Cosplayers, I mean, for the most part, but most of the time, some of the cosplayers are just hired to like basically take pictures and like stand there and look. Now we're actually trying to challenge you to be that character, like take on that role. So if you have not, here's a piece of advice for you. Speak loudly, articulate, project your voice, and most of all, most importantly, have fun.
That is the main part of it.
Yes.
Can't
make magic if you're pissed off.
Very true. Get a good night's sleep.
Yes. Eat some spaghetti. Pasta actually helps you, in all honesty. But drink water, do your exercises like your warm-up exercises, whatever you have to do to get ready to get inside of that mindset. I know that there's a couple of friends that we have that are freaking out because they're like, I've never done this before. Surprise, neither have we. We just kind of jumped headlong into it. Time for you to join us.
We've all had our first time, so
and there's nothing wrong with it.
No, and also, speaking of nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong with bribing us with Scotch eggs as well.
You're gonna have to come big on that one, because I just made 52 of them bad boys.
Well,
today I just made 52 of them today. 12.
This is true. He did.
22 of which are turkey sausage, because by special request, actually, because somebody has a food aversion or food allergy, or they can't have pork. I'm gonna leave it at that.
There you go.
They can't have pork, so I made some out of turkey sausage, which I was telling Keith earlier. I freaking hate cooking with that stuff. It's and I think you're right, man. I think it's the fat content. It's not there as a binding agent. So I had to use more egg than anything.
Right.
But those things are gonna be bomb, dude. But I was in the middle of getting ready, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. I'm going to make these, and it's not going to have any pork. And then I'm going to use the porco. Hey, stupid, that's pork. It's pork rinds. I'm like, let's not do that. Let's use cornflakes. There we go. And now I've actually got them sealed up inside of freezer bags, and they're in the freezer so that they do not have any cross-contaminants of pork to turkey. So this is how serious I'm about my food, man. Back to auditions.
Hey, back to auditions. Yes, we should probably stay on topic, which is hard for us. But anyway,
no, what? Us?
we suck. I
know. What tips do you have, Keith?
Like I said, my biggest one, like I said, is be open to suggestions from the casting director. They may or may not give you a character right then and there. It may be a little bit later. Like I said, be prepared. Prepare yourself for this audition. Memorize your lines. Get a good night's sleep. Eat some breakfast. Go in with a clear head. Just and have fun with it.
Yes.
I'll tell you, all the people in that room are some of the coolest people that I've met. So it's a lot. It's intimidating, but those people are super, super cool, and they're understanding because all those people have been in your shoes auditioning for the first time. Probably not for a long time because they've been doing this for a while, but we've all had that first audition jitters. So just go in there, and if you're nervous, tell them I'm nervous. And,
I'm nervous for you.
I'm like, I don't even know you. I'm nervous.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you. So the only thing I have done auditions before, but that was like the last time I did auditions was like in the 90s. So I'm if you're a military person and specifically like in the Army or in the Air Force and you have had to stand in front of a promotion board, that's what that is. That's exactly what that is. It makes you feel like you are it makes you feel like everybody's staring at you. That is a very
close comparison.
It is.
Say that.
It
is a very close comparison.
It really is, because I was all confident. I'm outside. I'm like, I'm trying to get in my head, and somebody was out in the hallway talking to me, so that kind of threw me off of my mojo a little bit. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. I'm trying to remember this monologue that I wrote. Oh, hey, hi, how's it going? Oh, cool, you're on cast too? Who do you play? Oh, well, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And apparently I missed you by by a couple of minutes. Which is hilarious to me.
I was hanging out in the hallway with the king. And then I left, and it was like I left. I think it had to be 5, maybe 10 minutes before your audition time. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting in my car waiting. I was in the truck. I was waiting. I had all my stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I remember I saw some of the guys that came and joined us as last year as rookies with me, and I was like, okay, cool. This is awesome. And I met a couple of people that I was like, dude, it'd be kind of cool to meet, work with that person.
Yeah.
And yeah, that person didn't stick it. And I don't know why. I mean, there could be a plethora of reasons. Who knows? But I went in and again, my story is a little different than everybody else's because my story started the year before.
Yeah, I can from the time I've been on cast, I can tell you that a lot of the new people that have never done anything like this before go into it with a different idea of what it is going to actually transpire.
Yes.
And then after the first weekend, they realize, oh, wait a minute, this isn't what I thought it was. And we tend to lose a lot of people over the first 2 weekends.
This is how centered I was on what I do, because I had no clue what I was doing.
I'm well aware.
Thankfully, you grabbed me and you were like, all right, cool. This is kind of like this. Remember when during rehearsals when you were there, this is what you were learning. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to follow your lead and I'm going to see how you do it. And then I'll morph it and make it my own and do what I have to do.
Right.
Which honestly, my favorite part of the day is when we go to parapet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know. I don't want to say names, but I know there's people that don't like Parapet, and I'm like, I don't understand why.
Oh no, dude! The reason why I like Parapet is because I guess because there's three of us that stand up there. When last year there was three of us up there, and it's nice because you have the latitude that if somebody has to go to the latrine, they got to go hit the privies. You know, it gives you that. Or if somebody wants to go get a coffee and be nice and bring coffee for everybody else, then that's cool too. But I also like, because I saw you do it, and I did it as well. And actually I didn't do it until you did it, and that was you made contact with you called out to somebody that was down there on the ground, and you're like, hey. And then they told you, well, oh, yeah, what are you going to do about it? You're like, hold on, I'm going to go down there. I'm like, all right, do I need to get ready to throw something, or we throwing oil over? What are we doing here, dude? And it was I think it was a group of kids that or a family that you were talking to or something. I don't know if you actually knew them or what the story was, but I was like, this dude's going down there. Cool. That means I can do that later on. I'm good.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Going back to why people kind of leave the cast members leave the fair. So Dave, who's watching, and most of you know him as the bus driver Shark. He chimed in and he said a lot of it is because of the dirt and the heat.
There's a lot of truth behind that, in all honesty.
Absolutely. And just so everyone knows, Shark will be back this summer. So
nice.
Yes.
I like him. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I like that.
Yeah.
But then again, there's not that many people that on the cast that I don't think there's a single person on the cast that I don't like.
No,
except for you.
You're just stuck with me.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really have it. I wasn't even consulted in this.
No.
Come here, kid. I'm going to show you the way to go. I'm like, oh, gee, thanks, mister. Thank you for taking me in.
Come here, little guy. I don't want you to die.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, dude.
It was. Like, dude, you look like you're going to die. Come here.
Like, dude, do you have water?
Well, I need that. Yeah, you do.
Where do I fill this thing up at?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the opening weekend was a big eye opener for me, because I mean, you go through the rehearsals, you learn not just how to build your character, but you learn their survival tips. You got Dr. John who comes out there and tells you about surviving the heat and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. His golden nuggets.
Yeah, which I mean. And I'm not discounting anything that he says in any way, shape, or form. But this guy eats constantly because that keeps me sane, especially in the heat. So, I mean, I'll drink, but I'm constantly snacking. And it cracks me up because, who was it? I think it was Nick. I was like, dude, are you always eating? And I'm like, yes. Yes, I am. I am always eating. I'm actually always in motion to my next food.
No, well, yeah.
That or, looking for Dave from accounting.
Right.
Oh, my God, man. So, but yes, so we got Shark coming back. We got a few people that are coming back. And I don't want to give anything away, but our favorite people are actually going to be joining us as well. I think I told you about them. I'm not giving it away because it's not my place.
No. We do have people coming back though.
We have a lot of people coming back. I know.
I mean, it's confirmed. Lucinda's going to be there.
Ish.
She confirmed last month.
She did, but she's going to be in a volunteer status because she's got some other things going on. But Lucinda will be there, and I think there will be a pirate version that will be there as well. I believe Keith is going back. We'll see after the show.
I'm going to be there. We'll see. We'll see. So this may be a little bit of foreshadowing.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Where's my button? Hold on. There it goes.
Yes. So, depending on how this little Arizona run goes.
Ooh. Yeah,
which we'll get to in a minute.
We'll get there in a couple of minutes. But let's talk about you guys and your auditions. So your 1 minute monologue or your 2 to 3 minute song, period piece, if you will. Be ready for those cold readings and improv. Also, have an idea for your character, but don't be hung up on it. Don't be married to it. Be flexible enough to say, hey, I'm okay with it. I mean, I was actually auditioning to be a take on the Golden Age pirates. I was thinking more along the lines of Sal Fang from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
That's the route that I was gonna go, and then I was like, you know what? That's like 200 years too early.
Yeah.
So let me find something else, and then I settled on Yen Chang. Who actually I pulled from inspiration from a historical reference, which is
right.
Wang Ji, the godfather of firearms in Asia. So that, and by the way, I'm actually watching Shogun on Hulu. That tells the story of the Portuguese traders and the Dutch, and how basically everybody thought the Dutch were pirates. All of them were pirates in that region. So it's kind of crazy. But
that's a show I want to get into. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, don't be married to the character. Like don't fight rabidly for it. See if you can work it. I ended up going. I was told after my audition, well, we do have a lot of pirates, and again, I said, well, I'm open to whatever. I'm open to do whatever you guys like me to do. And then I was told, well, let's see what your take on it is, and then we'll kind of guide you. And then when I turned in my sheet, I didn't hear anything back, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to treat this like the military. No news is good news. We're good to go.
Yeah, right.
But I think it was because mainly last year I was a volunteer, and it was okay for me to kind of like, I would say last year was my play test. Like I was play testing the Renaissance Festival as a cast member.
For sure, yeah.
And I was given the opportunity to meet really cool people, and Keith. But I was able to meet the family and actually be, welcome to be part of the family.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, before we start talking about the next thing, because part of our write-up talks about auditions, tiny violinists, and more. So, guys, a couple of months, well, I think I did it in January. I posted up, I was like, hey, my daughter wants a Renaissance-themed birthday party. And so I had asked a bunch of people, like, dude, here's the deal. I put it up there, and I got a lot of feedback. And I cannot tell you guys, thank you for sharing with me your thoughts. Somebody had mentioned, like, a bouncy castle, and I had to nix that because then Keith wouldn't get out of the bouncy castle. Kids would get hurt.
It's my castle.
See? Somebody had mentioned a petting zoo. I have Keith. I don't need any more animals.
I do like to be petted. So.
But somebody did say, hey, well, what about food from the festival if she likes that? Then the kid turns around and goes, Dad, I like Scotch eggs. And I'm like, you are my kid.
Yes.
So,
and unfortunately, I saw a lot of the ideas people were sending out, but with the current weather pattern we're having, a lot of that stuff wouldn't work.
Yes. Actually, that's one of the things that Keith and I were just talking about this earlier. My concern is that this Sunday it's gonna be like 40. The forecast is saying 40-something degrees.
It's like 40 something, yeah.
Yeah, mid 40s is what I'm hoping that'll be. So I'm gonna have to do my old trick that I did for Halloween. I'm gonna put some black plastic in front of my garage door, and I'm gonna fire up my propane space heater, so we have a place to warm up. Then I got to figure out chairs. By the way, if you're invited to this party, bring a chair because I don't have that many.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to be standing. I'm just saying, man.
Right. Shark said to tell the tiny violinist happy birthday.
Oh, dude, thank you, Shark. But so here's where, and this is where we kind of blend into the next thing. So she's actually working on, she has 2 costumes already. She's got her pirate costume, and then she's got her elf costume that she wore when we went down to Santa Fe. And she is actually buying more stuff for the elf costume. But she says, Dad, how funny would it be if I dressed up like a jester? I said, tell me more. And she says, I just want to run up to the jester, Chester Tumbledown, and I want to scream, Papa, and chase him around.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I said that would be great. So the other thing is my kid's learning about like different styles of comedy. So like slapstick, what they call it? It's not just slapstick. It's like Keystone Cops, vaudeville type stuff.
Yeah, kind of vaudeville.
Yeah. So I've made her. I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at this. So I made her these, but these bells are like massively obnoxious. These are worse than your bells, Keith.
What?
Yeah. Look here.
I'm gonna have to get more. That's awful.
Yeah, look like even if she's just walking.
So, I thought mine were bad.
Yeah, no, and she's gonna have 4 sets of them.
Oh, nice.
She's gonna have one on each hand, one on each foot. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like, oh great, hey look at that guy. He's got a Chinese guy and a small jingly jester,
which is great. You're truly a lord.
my entourage grows.
Oh, you're missing as a baroness. Speaking of, if you're looking to portray a baroness at the Colorado Renaissance Festival, all you have to do is submit your resume to renaissancerascals@gmail.com. Send in your resume as well as an 8x10. We prefer if you are in costume, but it's okay if you don't. If you don't have one, we understand. We also have some friends that are willing to help you take glamour shots of you in costume.
Yes.
Hey, that was a good commercial.
Make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up for that audition.
It's over here. I don't know if you can see it. Is the food here? No? It should be here any minute now. Oh, somebody's picking up the order. It'll be here in 20 minutes.
Oh, all right.
They're not your bells yet.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
I got a bunch of... There's something on my shoulder.
Yeah.
She's actually going to try this out at Arizona, so we're going to see what goes on. Because she's got a little bit that she's going to work on. That'll be kind of fun.
All right.
And we'll get some video footage, because we are not going to be on cast.
No.
We're actually not allowed to perform for the customers during the festival.
This is true.
So, we got a couple of things that we're actually going to be doing. mainly we're going to be playing with our friends that are on the cast.
Yes.
So that is, unfortunately, they know who they are. Don Quixote and the Princess of Gloucester. I think I said that right. I don't know. You English people are all weird.
Yeah, dude. I just play an English version.
Well, I mean, yours is easy to say. Umbricinia. That's easy.
It was easy for me. That's why I picked it.
I'm pretty sure. And then there's always our friends Crack.
Yes. The Crack Show.
And then one of our friends that just joined. I'm gonna screw this up. It's. Oh my God! What's the name of that place that Hale's at?
Ooh.
It's Balletti something or other. They're belly dancers and fire people. She's actually I think she's actually a fire spitter. Is that a job? Like that's a job title I want. Fire spitter.
Okay, that could be taken out of context.
Hey, look here. Keep it friendly, family friendly.
Look
here, dude. Yeah, I know. Look at you.
On occasion.
On occasion. So
trying to find the name of the fire.
Yeah, we've got friends that are out there. He's going to look at the schedule because I'm going to tell you what. They're Arizona. There is a lot going on down there. Y'all have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I can't even. There's a lot.
Yeah. The bad thing is that, unfortunately, we can only get down there for one day this year, but who knows? Next year, we might be able to get down there for a full weekend.
That's going to be the plan.
Yeah. I think what we do is we go down when...
This was kind of
a last-minute thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, not quite like last minute, but it was fairly last minute.
It was impulsive. I mean, that's the better word to use because I mean I was heading down there anyway because we're gonna go spend some time with my family who lives in Arizona. But then I was like, dude, Keith, let's go. And he was like, I don't know, man. And I said, if I have to fly you back myself, then great, cool, we can do that. And he was like, I don't know, man. And then he calls me up. He calls me up like not even 3 days later. All right, dude. Here's the deal. And I'm like, I don't know why you thought you weren't gonna go. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, sometimes I like to be argumentative. So is it the Ghazal Balletti?
Yes, that.
Yes.
It's that one. So you're going to find us probably there or the Crack Show or at the Royal Pavilion or hunting somebody down. But the cool thing is because we're not on cast, we can actually walk around with a GoPro.
Oh, we can.
Yes, and I happen to have one.
You do? That is
do.
So fortuitous.
And it's even better because I have plenty of batteries now.
There, I put the name in the chat.
Ghazal Balletti, the world of dance. I wonder if we can start a dance revolution.
Let's not.
Oh, come on, dude. It'd be great.
Sure.
Somehow I don't think you're buying into this.
No, not at all.
Should we just get you a little drum, like a little cajon tab or something to?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That I'd be down with.
But we're going to be heading down there. We're going to go have some fun. And one of the things that I'm going to do, if you guys happen to find yourself down there, that is actually Viking Invasion Weekend.
Yes.
So you can find us. We're going to be actually in the parking lot sometime between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock because I don't like waiting. I like to.
Yeah, we're going to be completely wrecked because we're driving like 16 hours and then gonna get like a couple hours of sleep. Get up and then we're gonna hit the Renaissance Fair.
We're gonna get about 10 hours of sleep, dude.
Maybe.
Oh, dude, I'm going straight the frick to sleep when we get there after I eat dinner.
Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. We'll see what happens.
Well,
but then I got to get up early. I've got a lot of maintenance to do.
So I am looking for a co-host. If you think that you have the chops, all you got to do is send your resume too.
Bad form, Shmi. Bad form.
Come on, that's funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, no. So it's going to be a quick turnaround time, but like totally looking forward to.
It's going to be fun.
The mayhem that will ensue in Arizona. We'll take videos, and then in the April live show, we will recap a lot of that stuff.
Yes, yes. I'll have some time to actually tear that apart. We're going to have to find a different format. I know we were talking about throwing up on TikTok, but political schemes lately, the way that everything's going, that may become banned, but I'm just going to...
Not liking that one.
We may just throw that up on our YouTube page for shorts, and then share
I think that'd probably be the way to go.
And
let's just stick with YouTube.
Yeah, we'll stick there. And if you guys want to see the craziness that is us, then stay tuned, because it's going to get dumb. One of the things that I'm actually heading up, Keith and I talked about this, because it is Viking Invasion weekend. If you are in Arizona and you want to be part of this, meet us in the parking lot, because I'm going to tell you what, it's a 3-part thing. All right.
We're not fighting in the parking lot. When he says meet us in the parking lot, it's not like high school.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that. It actually sounded like that. Yeah. Meet me in the parking lot and deal with my big friend over there. Would you?
He's been friend.
This is why we could not have been friends in high school.
No. Oh, that people tried to beat me up like, what? Well, he said in the parking lot.
The little dude said that you had his back. I don't even know the little guy.
No, we have sandwiches.
So it is a 3-part performance. That's all going to take place in the time span of about 10 minutes.
Yes.
So when we do this, there are a few parts to it. And if you want to be part of it, it's awesome. It's not anything that you have to learn any serious lines for. Just do some research into it. 2 of them are songs. You've got your I could beat Keith in a fight.
Really?
I'm gonna let you field this one, man.
I'm gonna.
Wait.
Say. I'm just gonna say. Yeah, I need some help with this one.
There you go.
I'm gonna say.
Prove it.
I'm gonna say that was sarcasm, and the rum raisin has been drinking too much rum, or he wouldn't say that.
So getting back to this bit, it's 3 different parts, and the first part is actually a poem that originates from the 13th Warrior, which is a great piece that Antonio Banderas. Look at that, that's funny. And the poem is such: lo there do I see my father, lo there do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers, lo there do I see the line of my people back to the beginning, lo they do call to me, they bid me to take my place among them in the halls of Valhalla, where the brave may live forever.
I like it.
I'm going to be handing some of these out, so if you're... Ooh, can I get it in there? Hello. You really can't see it. I'll put a picture of it up there. It's a couple of parchments that we're going to have rolling around out there. If you want one, come find me. It'll have the prayer on there. Then we follow that up with My Mother Told Me, which is a song. And then after that is Valhalla Calling. So if you want to do something crazy... bring your mead, bring your favorite wooden cup or your ale horn, and join the Renaissance Rascals as we start kicking some shit up. in Arizona.
This is, you know what? I think this has to be considered the official kickoff to the 2024 fair season.
I'm going to count it as that. I mean, it's still practice for us because we're not officially cast members, but I think that it's a good place for us to start.
Sure, why not?
He's got nothing else to say. He's like, "Oh no, my bluff." that was it. He fizzled. How dare you, sir?
He'll blind me with the flash paper, and then he'll be gone.
Oh my goodness! Too bad they don't let him play with that out there.
They should.
Something about fire hazards or some crap like that.
That's so petty.
Well, you know, it's either that or they shut us down.
Whatever.
I mean, if he does it on a stage, because you got the fire breather guys that are there.
That's true. Kamikaze Fireflies do the fire thing.
Which Daisy is awesome, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
She's an amazing performer. Holds a world record. Actually, it's kind of cool because we have 2 world record holders.
We do.
You got Daisy, the Kamikaze Fireflies.
She did the flaming hula hoops, and then
the most flaming hula hoops.
Hula hoops, and then
Sai, the sword swallower. I was not there for that. There's only so much I could take, dude.
Yeah, I can't be everywhere at once.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, fair enough.
I did want to just kind of touch back on some of the things that have come from around the pub. You know, we've had some folks reach out to us and say, "Hey, look, we're looking for a little bit of help on our characters and how to make them kind of go with." So one of our friends had asked, you know, "Hey, we have my husband and I have these characters, but they're not meant to be together. Like they're not tied together." I don't know if did you read that, by the way?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you nailed it. You pretty much said everything I would have. So
perfect. Here's the situation, guys. What we've got is we've got a husband and a wife. The wife's character is a book merchant whose husband has passed away. This is the cool part because they never said how the cast member or the aspiring cast about the aspiring actor never said how they passed, which is cool because it gives us a lot of latitude.
Sure.
And then the husband is a Scottish sellsword mercenary.
Yeah.
Okay. So how or why do these two people walk together? I think my favorite was the third option. I like the third option, but I'll go through the 3 options. The first one was she hired the sellsword to escort her from home to the festival to ensure that her goods and her gold and herself are safe.
Which makes complete sense.
It does. The second one, because I didn't read, I kind of glassed over it the first time around, and I was like, I feel like an idiot. But the second one leans more into the part where somehow, in some way, the bookseller saved the mercenary's life. So
yep. I said, okay. Once again, makes sense.
Right. But I don't think. I didn't
like that one as much.
I don't think the Scots actually had life debts. I think the life debt was more of an Eastern philosophy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that's why I kind of had a hard time biting on that one. However, what I said was, okay, perhaps she's writing a story about him. She's writing a book about him. That's, so that's why she's following him. So it gives her the ability to just kind of sit back and watch and then pipe in as he does things. She's teaching the. See, look, there's another one. Rum Raisin says she's teaching him to read. Yeah, he is Scottish after all.
It is. That's true.
But I like the third one, and the third one to me it speaks a little bit more, and there's a little bit more depth. The third one I had mentioned was perhaps he is trying to get her to become a field surgeon for his mercenary troop, because remember I had mentioned the husband, and we never talked about how the husband died. So the husband was enamored and he was a fan of plague doctors and their role in shaping Britain into what it is. So he has an extensive collection of books about human anatomy and dealing with infection and blah, 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 blah. And so the mercenary is trying to get her to be the field surgeon because she has this book set. I think that's my favorite. And the husband, we come to find out, died because he was infected with the plague, and then he went off into the wilderness to die alone so that he didn't infect his love.
That's very noble.
It is. But
it's very noble.
Those are my thoughts. And yeah, I think, Rum Raisin says, well, he's teaching her how to read, or she's teaching him how to read. That's another one.
Yeah, I think, which would make sense because, she's in the books, and what else is? I like the first one probably the best.
Really,
with her paying him to escort her to fair.
Sure.
I think that one has the most plausibility to me. You could also incorporate that she's teaching him to read because, what else are they going to do as they're traveling to fair? Depending on how far you want to put, wherever she's coming from. Yeah. It could be, a week's journey. Well, let me teach you how to read,
Or it can evolve into something. I think, like I said, the way that I wrote it, it was these are the different levels that I think would work best. And then I asked, hey, send us something. Let us know what route you go. Just because, I think it's neat. I think helping people write their characters and come up with things, it's something I like to do. And I think that it's real fun.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Anytime you can put, some sort of backstory, with your character, it's gonna, it enhances the experience. Not 3 pages like I did.
Really? Oh, wait, here we go. The husband died by the hand of the mercenary on a previous job he was on. She doesn't know the merc killed him, and he doesn't know that was her husband. See, I like the nuance, like I like the twists and everything, but the problem is that it then what? What do we do when she finds out or when he finds out? Like what's the big take then? You know what I mean? Like where's the and then what's the end?
Then there's an issue, and I don't know, something's gonna happen.
Well, now she's gonna try to find the Baron of Umbracinia and please deal with this mercenary for me because I'm from Lower Umbracinia and blah 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 blah. He killed my husband, yada yada yada. And then we send the court wizard after him, and here, go make that guy into a newt.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure that would be Finnegan. I think we'd have to get Finnegandrel on that one, if I remember correctly.
I'm waiting for his response. That's the bad thing.
I know, so I'm like.
But yeah, I really enjoy when we get the pieces from audience members, like from you guys, talking about, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I want to do. I've got another friend that we were just talking about him. His costume just came in today, and It looks really well yesterday, and it looks really, really good. His is like fair. Wizard just wants drama, that hot gossip.
See, I knew he'd be in.
Yeah. So what we've got a friend that he wanted to do a mercenary captain. He wanted to go that mercenary right. And I was like, okay, cool. But, if you're going to be a mercenary captain, tell me more about not just you, but your mercenary crew, your company. And Homeboy turned around and said, this is who I am. This is my mercenary company. By the way, these guys are actually historically accurate. And I'm like, whoa, this should be fun. So just giving him little tweaks and things, because he's also like, well, his character, that the source material is, I think, 100 years earlier than the Renaissance time frame. So then we started talking about like, well, what's some alternatives? You could go with, you could make him a Spaniard. He could be a Portugueseman, or you could be Hessian, which, during that time frame, the Hessians were renowned for being vicious, freaking mercenary, bloodthirsty bastards.
Oh yeah.
So,
but you still have to kind of keep it family friendly.
Well, no, it is. It's not like he's going to run around and like, I'm going to kill you. It is, I am a mercenary captain. And that is where that ends, realistically speaking, we know that during the Renaissance, there was slave trade. There was all kinds of other things, but we really don't talk about that as cast members. No. Because that has no bearing on anything that we're doing there.
No, we're trying to be happy and eat Scotch eggs.
Did I ever tell you about my trip to Egypt?
No, but one day we'll sit down and we'll talk, because I was there as well.
So I have to share this because you said we got to be happy. So we went on a tour at Giza. And as we're walking around there, I learned a couple of things. First, keep your hands in your pocket. Don't take anything from anybody, because possession is 9/10 of the law, and they can and will stick the cops on you. Even if it's a melted candy bar. If they put it in your hand, you accept it. Guess what? It's yours. You now owe them money for it. I found that very interesting.
Yes.
Number 2, our tour guide told me, no. They were very happy to build the pyramids. It was... They chose to do this, and I'm like, well, it was either that or the whip.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were out there just partying every day.
And then I found out that one of the guys that was walking around with us was Egyptian Secret Service, and he did not find me funny.
Yeah. Oh, surprisingly enough, they don't have a sense of humor.
They do. It's just they don't broke any silliness from foreigners.
No, not at
all. That would be that's actually another region that actually is bustling during the Renaissance time frame that a lot of people forget about, because most of the time they only equate it to the Roman area, the age of the Romans. So
yeah.
But Egypt was very alive and very well during that time frame. Also, you've got the Turks, you've got there's a lot of different areas out there that you can have some fun with as characters. I just could not pull off the English Lord thing. I don't know why.
No, I don't know.
And I didn't want to do Spaniard, man. I didn't want to be a Spaniard.
That wouldn't work for us.
No, it's. I mean, we already had Don Quixote and the ambassador to Spain. So
and I believe that's enough Spaniards in one spot.
Well, if I was going to do a Spaniard, I would be the Inquisition.
It could be because no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I mean, nobody expects me to ever just pop up out of nowhere. That's why it would be funny if I did it.
Although I think if I was to do a Spaniard, I'd be Inigo Montoya.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be fun. But I mean, I think if I was going to do a Spaniard, I would have to do a pauper Spaniard. Like I would have to be a Spaniard that is trying to seek his glory.
Or you could be a Spaniard and you could be Ramirez from the Highlander.
That he's seeking glory.
See?
But then it would be fun to just run around and like attack anybody that's dressed up like a Spaniard. There can only be one.
There can be only one.
What the hell is he doing? He's saying that he's the only Spanish Inquisition.
Yes. See, you could merge the two. You could merge the two.
I think that would be a fun concept, though. I think if I was told 100% that I had to be from Europe, I would have taken Portuguese. I would have been Portugal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would have either done Portugal or there's a country right. It used to be a country right above Spain or right above Portugal. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, good, because I have no idea.
I like to try to find like historical references because I think they're neat, especially with what we do. I find it very engaging when somebody has that thought in their head that, I'm going to be from here, and they can tell you more than one thing about it. I mean, really, I wish I had Rob's brain, like Professor Loquacious's brain, because that dude, sure. Oh my God. On the Western fronts, that dude knows everything.
Yes. And yes, if you have a question about history, find the professor.
I love talking to that. Catalonia, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. It sounds
a very, 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 very small town. Or I even thought like I could do a musketeer, but that would be kind of fun. I know it's England. I know, but if I was gonna do it, I would probably play like Cardinal Richelieu.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, when it comes down to it, if you guys have problems or want some thoughts on how to incorporate your character, how to build your character to fit into the lore that is Larkspurshire, dude, all you got to do is reach out to us.
Send us a message, on Messenger, leave a comment somewhere, on our page, email us, renaissancerascals@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We're more than happy to throw out, our ideas.
Not saying that our ideas are the greatest.
No, but
it'll give you a starting point.
Fresh perspective, yeah.
Yeah, it'll give you a starting point too. Sometimes and then, the things that I come up with, Keith's like, no, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, we also kind of come from a place that we kind of know what will and won't work in a fair situation. So we can kind of steer you away from some pitfalls.
Yes, and remember, if you take longer than, I don't know, a second, like 10 seconds, 30 seconds maybe at best. That's why they have you do the monologue, the 1 minute long monologue, so that you can actually get used to like breaking in there. Keith's 3-page diatribe is not going to work in the lanes.
I'm an overachiever.
But in small chunks, you could have fun with that, like over the course of a year.
Yeah, they really want you to kind of describe your character in about 30 seconds or less.
Yep. And mine is like 10 seconds. I am Captain Yen Shang of the Woku. Period.
That's it. That's what he's got.
That's all I need. I mean, if you don't know, then, well, woe be to you.
Yeah, you're going to find out.
Yeah. Mess around and find out.
Right.
Because not everything that happens at the Renaissance Fest stays at the Renaissance Fest.
Exactly.
I am Iron Bear. God, I hate that guy. Shark. Yeah, they don't bite. Yeah. Walk up to them and talk with them. You're absolutely right, dude. But if you have spaghetti or lasagna on you, I can't make any promises that Keith will not bite you.
It's purely by accident. I'm just hungry.
It's instinct. You know what somebody tried to hand me the other day?
What?
An MRE.
What?
A spaghetti MRE.
Ooh, I love those.
I used to love those.
Oh, those are my favorites.
I used to. Did you ever have the raviolis?
Yeah.
The raviolis wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I would literally fight people for the spaghetti MREs.
See, I'm weird because I used to like the beef stew and the corned beef hash back in the day. I liked those two. The spaghetti was all right. But I never got the spaghetti because my boss always took it.
Yeah, I had so the MREs, the spaghetti ones, the ravioli ones were really good. The ham was okay. I could deal with that one.
Yeah, that one wasn't the ham steak. That one wasn't too bad.
It was okay.
It was a puck.
I mean, when you're hungry, everything's great.
It was
but
a puck, dude.
It's
oh my goodness! Hey, come on, guys, wake up out there. You got anything that you want to talk about? Anything you want to say? Hello.
Hello.
If not, I'm just gonna let Keith start singing. That's not something you want. I'm just saying.
No. Actually, it is. I'm okay.
He's not bad. I give him credit, but he's not bad. He's not bad at all. He can carry a tune, and he can keep time. That's the cool part.
I can. You know what the funny thing is? I can't do both at the same time, though.
Really?
No.
Oh no, I could see how the brain would. It doesn't match. I could see what you're talking about.
Some people like Phil Collins. He can play drums and sing. It's a thing. I can't. I've got to do I one or the other.
I watch your videos where you're doing the drum thing, and I'm like, why is he not singing a song? Now I understand it.
Now you understand.
I understand it.
Not gonna happen.
No, because I mean, I've seen the guy sing. I've heard him sing. He's not terrible. He acts pretty good.
No,
but he can't do the two at the same time. It's one or the other.
No, it had to be two different videos.
That's all right, because I can only do the one.
Yeah. So,
and I don't dance.
No dancing.
No, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea.
We're trying to gain fans, not lose them.
If you're looking for, pretty dancing people, we'll work on getting you a video of other people doing those dances for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We know people.
I'm not the guy.
No.
And it looks really funny when Keith tries to dance.
Yeah, but hey, speaking of fans, do you realize we have 112 followers on our Renaissance Rascals Facebook page?
Really?
We too.
Do tell.
I know. I just looked at it. I was like, oh wow, we jumped up. I hadn't even realized.
Since we're sharing information, did you know that we have 47 subscribers?
We do
on YouTube.
That is fantastic.
And we get all kinds of cool things like. We have more videos than anybody else in our market out right now.
And we do it for you.
And we do it for you. Isn't that a Bryan Adams song?
Yeah, but I wasn't going to go there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Siri found it. She's like, yeah, I found that song.
That was the Robin Hood from Robin Hood.
that was my homecoming song.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate that song. It's a good song though, but I hate that song.
I like the song. I can't sing that song, but I like. He's got such a unique voice. I can't.
He does. He does.
I can't mess with that one.
Oh my God! No, we do. We in our market, there's four people that we consider four other channels that we consider competitors, and we have actually surpassed what they have produced. For the most part, in one case, twice over.
Yeah, I mean, we do this on a weekly basis, so it's a lot of time and a lot of effort for for us, and being that we have no sponsors,
officially we have no sponsors. However, unofficially we have all kinds of.
So we do this because we want to get information to you guys to help. Your experience, is it fair, or any other kind of acting job that you may get in the future better. So that's why we do what we do, and we live the fair life year round.
Yes.
So this is kind of our way to stay in touch with all of our friends and family that are fair goers. So.
With that said, make sure that if you have anything that you want us to talk about or you want some answers on, all you got to do is shoot us an email, renaissancerascals@gmail.com, or you can just drop a line to us, instant message through Facebook Messenger, or you can even message us on this video. That's all you got to do. But remember, the reason for the video for today is, one, it's our live show. Two, we want to throw a spotlight on to our friends there that are putting together the GoFundMe for getting Artie home. The great Ardini he is traveling home, and we need to help him get there. Please, by all means, donate there if you can. Doesn't have to be a lot. A couple of dollars here or there. It goes a long way because it all adds up. Shark, me. What about you? He says, me. I don't know what that's in reference to, man.
Huh.
Well,
I'm not sure.
That's about an hour and 20 minutes, man.
Yeah, so checking Artie's thing, they're just about halfway to the goal. So,
yeah, I'm seeing. We're just a little bit more, and just so that you guys know, Artie, the great Ardini, he's left the physical world, but we still got to get him home. We still got to get his stuff home, and that's what this is for. This is that when you donate through this GoFundMe, it's a generous tip that you can help out with.
Shark definitely loves to talk Renaissance.
Absolutely, my friend. We're trying to get his belongings back, and this is all being headed up by his best friend, Chad Wonder. So please, by all means, drop a line there. Donate as much as you can. We're just asking for a little bit of help to send Artie home.
Yeah, for sure.
Big swingers. Well, I think that does it for tonight, man. What do you think?
I think it does. I think we've covered a lot of ground. So
yeah, hey, I'll post up some pictures next week of the little one's birthday party, so you guys could see the silliness that we do. Because I'm gonna be there, Keith's gonna be there.
I will be there.
Alto is gonna be there.
Alto, yes. The mysterious Alto, the magnificent.
It kills me. It's Otto.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, poor Matt.
And he said he doesn't sing.
Yeah, I'm like, poor guy. They just got his name wrong.
Oh, Matt. But we're also, you know who else is gonna be there?
Who else is going to be here?
Sebastian.
What?
Sebastian has RSVP'd, man.
Yes.
So, and then my favorite Kelpie is going to be there.
Oh, dude. So Sebastian, he's got to bring a guitar. Royston's coming, correct?
They're going to try to make it. I haven't gotten a confirmation from Royston. Although Melissa's going to be there.
Okay, so she needs to bring a violin.
I'm just upset because the little one left her violin at school.
She is so fired.
I know, dude. I'm so... How do you think I feel?
Oh, yeah.
She stayed home yesterday.
We're going to do some jamming.
Yeah, no. Actually, it's funny because I still have the logins for the karaoke app that has fucking Renaissance songs on it.
Ooh, do you really?
I do. So guess what we're going to do in the basement?
Sweet.
It's Renaissance karaoke. Yay!
I like it.
It's going to be fun. But we're gonna take some pictures, some video. We'll share that next week, along with our normal episode that will air on Wednesday at 11:30 hour.
Yes, and what is the episode coming up next week?
Oh man, hold on. You're gonna ask me a tough one. I can't remember what it is. I should have. I'm not prepared for this. Steve
is so fired.
Steve just keeps on dropping the ball, man. I don't know what this guy's issue is. Let's see here. What do we have coming up? This is season 1. I think we did... Oh, actually, you know what it is?
What is it?
When in doubt, make it up.
There you go.
So we're going to talk about improv.
Oh, and that is with our two friends?
Yes. That is with the Lord Sheriff and our favorite Jack Bean.
I see. That is fantastic.
And then we've got more coming up. You've got the Archetypes in You, episode 17 is that one. 18 is how to be a B player.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do a couple of spotlights, episode 19 and episode 19. Both of those are how I flim-flammed my way into the festival and the giggling fiddler.
Yes.
So, and hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of Hexy back into this thing. And
we need to get some Hexy going.
Yeah, but great episodes coming up.
Don't we have an audition one too?
I think we have an audition one coming up that I think we can go out of order on that one because that one is gonna be kind of like.
I was gonna say we probably should since auditions are coming up.
Whatever.
I mean, just saying.
Hey, why do you have that on there? Oh, hey, look.
It was our special. What is going on?
I gave you a heart. I don't know why it did that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got the audition one coming up here as well. Maybe we should just kind of slink that one in, and maybe we'll
just throw that one in somewhere.
Give them 2 episodes next week. I don't know.
Ooh. A 2-for week?
A 2-for.
Dang, that's a lot of rascals in 1 week.
That's a lot of rascals in 1 week. That way you can actually catch up on it, though, because we do want you to be ready for your audition.
But if I've said it before, I'll say it again. You cannot have too much rascals in your life.
Absolutely not.
There, I said it.
Absolutely not. But if you're going to come to the little one's party, please bring something to eat. Oh, now you're going to pretend that you didn't hear me. Okay, cool. I got it. I see it.
No,
I see.
No, I'm coming to the party and I plan on eating.
Oh, okay. Actually, I got the refrigerator here cleaned out.
Sweet.
So there's Pepsis in there now. But make sure you guys have some fun in everything that you do. That's going to do it for us. I'm Rob.
I'm Keith.
And we're the Renaissance Rascals. Thanks for tuning in once again. And hopefully, you'll go right from this and go and donate to our friend over there on that link. That one.
Yes, please.
That one.
Please.
Make sure you sign up there. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to send them to us because we love hearing from you. We like talking with you, and we love doing what we do just for you. Yes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys next time right here on the Renaissance Rascal. Bye.